You're listening to The Idiot's Catalog.
Hello, everybody!
Hey!
Thank you for listening to The Idiot's Catalog podcast. I am Leland Long.
I'm Charlie Dawson. Oh, sorry, that was too early.
Dawson.
Sorry, let's try it again.
I'm Leland Long.
I'm Charlie Dawson.
And we're joined this week by our guest, Cansu.
Cansu. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
You say it like you do the long A. Cansu.
It's just a short A.
Cansu. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for... I was going to say thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us in your space. No, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me on the Idiot's Catalog. Am I an idiot now?
Oh, well, yeah. Just for the hour.
Yeah, just for the hour.
Okay.
You are
That's okay.
absolutely
Sure.
an idiot.
just for an hour.
Of idiots, so you're here.
Yeah, we are too. I mean, think about it. We have to be idiots all the time. While editing, doing clips, we're idiots that whole
While
time.
While thinking of podcasts for the
inventions for the podcast.
Inventions for the podcast.
Yeah, we're idiots. Yeah.
We are absolutely idiots.
So your ratio from idiot to human compared to ours is much lower.
Yeah.
Listen, you don't know what my personal life is like.
Yeah.
You don't know what I do in my free time.
You don't know what I hit with hammers outside of here.
Do you have a moment in the recent past that you felt like an idiot?
I feel like that a lot. Like interactions with people, I'm like, wow, I'm so dumb. Like, I'm such an idiot. Like, why did I say this thing? Or why did I act like that? I feel like that a lot.
Yeah.
That would be fun. That would be a fun segment to start off the podcast with, asking the guests if there's a moment where they felt like an idiot.
I think everyone has it. I have it every day. Every day. I had one just before this. I was at work. I was delivering something to someone, and they were taking the package, and I said, sorry. And they, and they said, for what? And I scrambled. I went, for the inconvenience? And they're like, no, it's okay. You know, like, this is a very scheduled delivery. I felt like such an idiot. My instinct was sorry.
You're just like, please just accept the apology and let me move on.
That I feel like I do stuff like that all the time when I'm at a restaurant and someone brings the waitress brings the food. I'm like, and they go, enjoy, and I'm like, you too.
Yeah. That one is a tough one at the airport too, because someone will say like, enjoy your flight, or say flight, and it'll be like, you too.
Yeah.
And now this baggage handler is like, well, now I gotta fly somewhere because you told me to enjoy my flight. I'm gonna go buy tickets.
The thing with the restaurant is they probably are having a certain meal in the back. It's just one that someone threw away earlier.
Yes, and they
sad.
are not enjoying it.
No. When I used to work at a restaurant, people would literally like send back fries, and the waitstaff would be like, free fries. I'd be like, no, those are used fries.
Oh my god.
Fries.
And people were eating them?
Yeah, we were hungry.
Yeah, with someone's like nostril hair in them, and
Nostril hair.
Hopefully.
That is a very specific poll.
just
What if
like
someone just like
breathing over the fries? Like, oh, that just like
Their hands were,
this is painting a picture in my mind of someone who ordered fries and they're just like, I don't want these fries. Take them back.
It's like nostril hair all over.
After investigation by smell, I've discovered I don't want these fries.
After I inhaled and exhaled deeply through my nostrils multiple times. Well, Cansu, thank you for coming. This is an inventions-based podcast. If you've never listened before,
Are you kidding me? Since when?
You're just finding
So
out.
he's like, I got a bunch of dating advice that I was going to do today.
I was going to talk about a new recipe I had.
We usually have the guests start first. If they have, do you have any ideas for an invention?
Not a silly one though, just a regular invention. Since I was like quite young,
We love that.
I've always thought, if we could get a way to just put whatever's in a book into our brain without reading it, wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
How'd you go about that?
Maybe like if you just touch it.
And it just like filters through your fingers into your brain.
Maybe like a reading glove.
Yeah.
A glove that you wear and you touch a book. And it just sends it all to your brain.
That'd be a good way to tell if someone's been to court or not. You could be like, hey, have you read the whole Bible? And they'd be like, no, but... Wait, sorry.
I see where you're going with this.
Going with this? It's
but
so
it's
hard
very like specific and not like entirely
It's so
true. Because someone could just be a devout Christian and
Sure.
you'd be like, "Oh, are you a witness in court?" It's like, no, I just read this in my own time.
Sure, criminal. That'd be my response. I couldn't. That was the hardest thought to get out. You ever not be able to get out a thought?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, right? It's a
And
tough
this
one.
is your sorry moment.
Yeah. I like that. A way to just absorb a book. So, okay, so there's Braille, so you could, like, feel the book. How about all the book is in one Braille symbol? So you just swipe
The
your
whole
finger.
book?
The whole
Oh,
book.
just like
I
the
don't think
Cliff
you know how
Notes.
Braille works, do you?
Oh, yeah, definitely know how it works.
That would have to be the most complex small Braille symbol. It's like, well, this shape is a dodecahedron, so that means that this third chapter was about animals. And
No, it'd be like, you know, like the barcodes that people scan for menus now?
Yeah,
It'd
right.
be like
Oh.
that for a book. So
you want a Braille QR code, is what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that'd be good, but also your brain needs to process that. Like, how is your brain going to process 30 chapters of a book?
I know.
Yeah, it's a lot. It would
It
be
is a
something
lot.
you need to do maybe overnight.
Ooh.
Yeah, or like
As you're
upload while
sleeping?
you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh. Like
That'd
you
be
plug
good.
yourself in like
You
a phone?
just-
Yeah.
You just wake up sobbing because you read like a sad book.
You're the man in the sea.
Yeah.
Is that a book?
Is that a sad book? It is a book.
Oh, is it
Hemingway.
sad? Oh, it just sounded
not
sad.
sad.
I've never read.
Man in the Sea.
Man-
Yeah.
Old Man in the
It
Sea.
sounded like a sad book. It sounds like a man got lost at sea, and that's never good.
No, it's the fight between the old man and the sea.
Oh, why
Sort
are
of
they
that.
fighting?
Because he's fishing. And he's fishing this big fish that's just, what was it? It's like...
I've never read it.
Don't you guys have to read it here in this country?
Yeah, but
like
we
mandatory,
don't.
right?
You
Okay.
know.
We have like maybe 50 classic books that like are in our language programs, and
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you read like a handful of them.
And even of those that you read, most people like me smoke pot and read the Spark Notes because you're 16.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
know?
Spark Notes. Yeah, that did get me through some exams,
Oh,
for sure.
absolutely. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I
So,
remember I did a book report on Bridge to Terabithia
Ooh.
and never read the book.
Yeah.
But the movie came out the weekend before my book report was due.
oh, that's
So I
amazing.
just watched the movie and got a B.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
That's solid. That's
Right?
great.
Was one of the questions like, where did the bridge go? And you're like, I got this one, Terabithia.
Yeah.
You also have not read that book, I gather.
No, never.
You're very little with these words.
Yeah.
I talked a lot about the cinematography of it, and they're like, this doesn't seem right.
That's great.
Yeah.
I'd like a plugin. I'd like the plugin for a lot of things, not just to process a book overnight, but to learn random facts. Like one night I'd love to plug in and be like, I want to know all the presidents by the time I wake up. I want to know every president, their name, and what they stood for by the time I wake up. You know what I mean? Every night you could plug in something different.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be
That'd be
amazing.
great.
Yeah. You could even do like therapy that way. Where you'd be like, tonight's my therapy session. I'm going to wake up and feel a little bit more healed.
Mm.
I just like this plug-in mechanism.
But then you're just like, self-cleaning oven kind of a thing. Just like therapizing during the night, you know?
Yeah.
Oh man, when I watched that movie, it was a show and then a movie
Bridge to
and then a show.
Terabithia.
No, the one where they take the pills and they unlock like unlimited brain capacity.
Oh, Limitless?
Limitless.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was like, I want this drug. Where is this drug?
Yeah.
I wish that was real.
It's called
Yeah.
cocaine. It is real.
I feel like,
Adderall,
though,
maybe? I
Adderall,
don't know.
I'm not like a neuroscientist, but I feel like with that drug unlocking all your ability to think, you'd like lose control of your limbs or something like that, you know? Your brain would be like, well, you're too busy thinking about, all of this science, so you can't control your arms anymore because we don't have any more brain
Do you
power.
think that's why Stephen Hawking is paralyzed? Because he knows too much?
Yeah, he made a deal with the devil.
Oh my
All the
god.
knowledge, none of the limbs.
Jesus, yeah.
That got dark fast.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Well, I got a spicy one.
Yeah, you got an invention?
Yeah, I got
All
some.
right.
All right, so earlier, I was thinking about my friend Leland. This is my friend Leland.
Okay.
And every week he has a toilet-based invention.
I don't think I have one this week,
That's
unfortunately.
perfect because I got one
Oh,
for you. I
great.
knew you weren't going to have one. I came ready.
All
All
right.
So one of my least favorite things with pooping is the splashback. I hate the splashback. You guys know what I mean? A little water gets on your tushy. Hate it.
Mm-hmm.
So my invention is called toilet gel. And it's a revamp on all the toilets in the whole world. And it's instead of water in the toilet, it's a thick gel in the toilet. So when you poop, it just kind of rests on top. There's no splash.
It rests on top.
Yeah, well,
That
it
sounds
slowly
horrific.
sinks in. It's
Slowly
like
sinks
yeah,
in.
it's like, have you ever seen thick water?
Is it just like the Terminator with his thumb up, just going down into the gel?
Yeah.
I
It's
also
like that.
don't think that would work though, because a lot of the water gets filtrated, and then it goes into the tap.
I didn't. What?
Yeah.
Wait, that got dark.
Yeah. So I'm from Denmark, and they have a very good sanitation system, but essentially what they do, like that same water gets filtered, and that's used for heating. Like your poop is used for heating, and that same water will go into your tap, and you'll drink from it.
Charlie just like has a
Just
Indian meal, and he's like, "Ooh, we're gonna be real warm this winter."
Well, I knew my poop was used for heating when I was throwing it in the furnace, but...
Oh, God. Oh.
So, okay, I see your point. Okay, how about this? Everyone starts drinking thick water. Because that's what I want in the toilet. It's not even a gel, it's a thicker water. So how about instead of drinking tap water, it's like, hey, Leland, you got any thick water? Hey, I'm a little Hey, Leland, I'm a little parched.
Sparkle in your tap. Some sparkling thick gel water.
Oh, that's revolting. Okay.
It'd be like the consistency of lube. That's what I imagine.
Yeah, that's
Not
what I
too,
pictured.
So that so it does sink. The fecal matter does sink, but when there's no plop to it.
Okay.
Right.
I want to avoid the plop.
Okay.
What's up?
I feel like there'd be a lot more clogs.
Yeah, 100%. 100% there would be. But you know who would be taking care of those clogs? People with dry butts. That's who. People without splashback on their
I
butt.
see. So that's the give and the take.
Mm-hmm. There's
It's like
I
you
thought-
will.
Yeah,
You
go
will never have a splashback. You will 100% of the time need to unclog your toilet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It starts. Oh, sorry.
I thought you were going to say, you know who has to take care of that? Not me. When I hire someone to do it.
No, I take care of all my clogs.
Okay.
Unless it's at a restaurant, in which case you gotta let it be.
Yeah.
John Lennon taught me that.
Yeah, they're just eating fries in the back like animals. They can take care of it.
Nostril hair everywhere. I'm clogging the toilet.
Yeah. Man, could you also use the gel to style your hair?
Yeah, I
At
hope
the
you
end
would.
of the day.
I hope you would. Yeah. It's reusable. And you can use it to style your hair as lubricant. You can use it for anything.
Could you also use it as lotion or
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
put some SPF in there and you put it on your face?
We're going to the beach. Can I use your restroom real quick? Oh, who didn't flush? There's still a turd in the middle of this.
Ew.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I think that's one of our grosser inventions. We've
That
had a
was
lot
gross.
of
Oh,
gross ones,
we've gone really bad before.
Hey, hit me with one, Leland.
I got one. Let's
Slap
see.
me.
I thought of this one a while ago, and I just haven't had the chance to do it. But a smell snorkel for when you're in a stinky situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a snorkel that hooks up to your nose and then like goes out away from the smell. So say you're like in you're driving with your friend and they got a smelly car or something like that, and you're just like, hold on one second.
Yeah, very subtle. Very subtle. They wouldn't know a thing.
Couldn't just open the window, sure.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's so overpowering that even when you open the window, it still like lingers? So I'm saying stick that snorkel out.
I'd love if you're driving behind this person and you look at their car and you're like, feel bad for that guy. Got a real smelly car,
Smelly
that
car.
guy.
And then I just thought of this. You know how people go like normal snorkeling to like see fish and stuff
Mm-hmm.
in areas where you can't normally get because it's water and you can't breathe water? Maybe this could be used to visit areas where we won't normally be able to get to because of the smell.
Like my Aunt Maria's house.
Yeah. You're like, oh, we're going to go snorkeling at Aunt Maria's house. Just put on your nose snorkels.
Oh, God. Okay.
I like that
Who are
invention.
these people with terrible houses and cars?
Yeah.
Like, are these real people?
Hey, let's just say you're in America now. There's a lot of smelly smells in
I
America.
mean, the subway. Can we do that in the subway?
Yeah.
Subway would be great.
Absolutely.
Hanging out the window.
Yeah.
Hanging out the window.
Yeah.
Just so long that it goes out the subway
Yeah.
tube all the way to the street.
Yeah, America's a smelly place, especially
very-
New York.
New York
Yeah.
is revolting.
Smell
Revolting.
capital USA.
Yeah. The
Ah,
Big Apple, the A stands for... what's that smell? Hell yeah. I got someone not on the podcast to laugh.
That's right.
We don't know if she was laughing at you. Come on. Chill.
Was that me, Katie? Yeah. That's a cool invention, Leland. I have an add-on to it.
Yeah, what do you got?
So I have this air purifier in my room, and there's a little section where you can drop incense into it, and so that the air that's pushed out of the air purifier has that smell. So for this, it would be a little section like that where you can drop like a rose smell into it. So your smell, like as you inhale the air, it passes through the incense, and you can smell it.
Oh,
Wouldn't that be cool?
that would be cool. It'd also be good for if you have an enemy that's using the smell snorkel, and you can sabotage it with little stinky drops.
Stinky drops.
Yeah.
That's another invention. Stinky drops.
So you see them, you're like, oh, there they are, sitting in that garbage dump, having a good time, not smelling anything because there's snorkels outside of it. And then you walk over with your skunk drops.
Oh god.
Just do doop doop.
My
doop.
enemies are mainly in garbage dumps. That's where they, where they
I love
hang
how,
out.
how weirdly benign this is. Like you're not gonna like attack your enemy. You just want them to smell bad stuff. Like it's kind of a nice way of being an enemy.
Yeah, well, I'm
Yeah.
not a
Yeah.
monster, but
Yeah, I love my enemies personally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they make you who you are.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
pray for them.
I wouldn't be anything without them.
Yeah, Leland, that's my main enemy. I'd be nowhere without Leland.
Yeah. You've sabotaged my nose
Man.
snorkel so many times.
You guys sound like rappers when they thank their haters. You know,
Oh,
that's
sure,
what you guys sound like.
Chance, did you have any other inventions that you came with? It's okay if you
That
don't.
I came with. I've noticed some. I've read up on some inventions that I thought were really silly.
Oh, sure, let's hear
Should I
it.
share those? Okay, there's this one invention, a baby mop. Have you seen that? It's like a onesie
For
that's
when-
a mop.
For when your floors are covered in babies. And you're like, we gotta clean this up.
No, the opposite. When you have a toddler, like a baby on the floor, just like crawling or whatever they do, and then you're like, oh, my floors are dirty. Let me use this baby for something good. It's just like a waste of fucking space. So they're wearing a onesie, and the bottom of it is like a mop. It's like the photo. You should, yeah. It's like the most capitalist thing I've ever seen.
You'd have to direct your baby to get a nice
Yeah.
mop. If not, it's just one circle of.
I mean,
Well, that's
Mop.
why you leave little like toys around
Right.
the floor for them to go to each one.
it's like that little robot thing, the vacuum,
Roomba.
the Roomba.
Yeah, that is very
Just a baby.
capitalistic. Just
Yeah.
like already putting people to work.
Yeah.
Day one.
Like, hey, baby, you're useless. Get to work.
You turn 18 and they're like, why is there an extra $10,000 in my banking account? It's like, you made this money when you were 2. I do love the idea of having that, but in like a professional set, like a janitor at a high school, just putting down 4 babies as they're It's like, oh, some kids threw up in the hallway. See you again.
gosh.
All right,
Send out the
Tyler,
babies.
Julia, Clark, and Ryan. Let's go. Just 4. Oh,
That's
that's
great.
so
Yeah.
funny.
It's a fun. I don't know how anyone came up with that.
Do you have
but-
to dunk them in the bucket and wring them out like a regular
Oh my god, I hope not.
Yeah.
There's
But
also
yeah.
a manual function where you can attach a stick to the baby and just slide him around yourself.
I reckon you could. You know, if the base of it had like a little thing, you could just like stick a thing in there and just.
I
Yeah,
don't-
just like connects
Not
to their
into the
back.
baby.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
get a
Oh, we're gonna keep it clean
Yeah,
today.
yeah. You could even have the mop water be holy water, and you can baptize them at the same
Oh,
time.
hell yeah.
Could you have a vacuum edition where the baby just snorts everything on the floor?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh gosh.
You know, some people take their kid to the doctor because the kid got like an M&M stuck in his nose. This kid got all the dirt
Was that
from
you?
the gym stuck in his nose. Were
Did
we
you
not?
get an M&M stuck in your nose?
That sounded
What?
like you knew about that.
No, I never did. Why?
No?
That'd be weird if I never would have
Okay.
done that. That'd be weird.
Sure.
Oh man.
Did you ever get anything stuck up your nose?
Yeah, but we don't talk about that. 7 months clean.
You know how like people in movies, there's the trope of like putting the mop head on like on something and then like kissing it to like
Look like a
pretend
lady.
it's just a baby on top of a thing to look like a lady.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I love
man.
that.
You gotta get ready for prom, Skylar. All right, but we need someone to dance with. Let me grab the baby mop.
Swiffer comes out with just a super flat baby. They just smushed it down. Alright,
so
I think
funny.
That's
that's
a
my
great
favorite
one.
invention.
I love that.
There's another one I saw that was also really silly.
Oh yeah,
We'll
yeah.
save it. Let's
okay,
cycle
yeah,
around
yeah.
again. Do you got something else?
Yeah, this is all right. This is one of my favorite inventions I'm going to be bringing that I brought in a while. So
Oh, yeah.
gear up, everybody.
Okay.
All
Ready.
right. Simply put, they're called phone lips. They're a set of lips. They're a set of lips that are on this part of your phone where you listen, so that when the other person on the line is talking, the lips move as in the words that they're saying. Because I have a tough time hearing people on the phone. I'm not good at it.
So
and-
you want to read their lips with your
my
ears?
Yeah. And then you could literally kiss someone through the phone.
That
You
is
could be like-
so intimate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I think it'd be great for a boyfriend, girlfriend. Really tough for a call from your boss. Really tough.
Hey,
Just go into T-Mobile and it's like, hey, can you look at my phone? It keeps using too much tongue.
You can put a little chapstick on your phone lips. Wouldn't that
Sure.
be cool, though?
that'd be kind of crazy. Can you imagine being like sexually harassed by a phone because your boss is talking on the other side?
Oh, yeah,
Like-
yeah. That's a thing.
Take that to HR.
Yeah.
That would,
Well,
you'd have to
you'd
put that on speaker.
Yeah, yeah. Well, on a speaker, they just scream at you. So.
Just yelling.
I mean, it'd be tough to take it to HR because you have to call HR and then HR is sexually harassing you. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking into your ear, like
Yeah.
filthy.
I would definitely think this would need to be an attachment you can take on and
No,
off.
permanent,
You think
permanent move on. Yeah,
Have you pitched it to Apple yet?
Multiple times. They
Okay.
don't respond to my emails. I'm actually not allowed in 3 of
Yeah.
the stores here in Manhattan anymore.
Charlie's like, I've been calling him, but I just don't feel like I can get across my message as centrally as I want to.
Because don't you guys have... I have a tough time hearing people on the other end of the phone. A lot of it is me not listening, but I still have a tough... Sometimes people break up and whatnot, and I just want a pair of lips to really whisper me the words.
To whisper them to you.
Yeah. And
I don't think this would solve your problem, honestly. Because are you saying that you can read words
with my
with your
ears, I
ear?
could learn.
You could learn?
I could learn.
So this also has an element of learning a new skill of reading.
Yeah, it's time people learn a new skill. All the skills have been learned already. Think about it.
Right, yeah.
Mining, jumping jacks, hanging up posters. Every skill's been
Those
learned.
are skills, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine if that was your set of skills on a resume? Oh, mining. Okay. Jumping jacks. All right. Hanging up posters.
It'd be great for a job at an ore.
What kind of job?
Like a minefield with a playground in it that needs some posters to be hung up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great?
Just taking all 3 of those things
Yeah.
and putting it into a title. That's
Phone lips. And maybe
those
an
are
attachment
fun.
would work. Maybe an attachment would be better.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What about for landlines? Are those just like
Those
older?
exist still?
Yeah, those are
saggier
phone lips, but
lips?
they're dentures.
Oh, they're dentures.
That's great.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that. As I was writing it multiple weeks ago because I prepare for this podcast.
Damn.
I was
Okay, I got one. This one goes with like kissing and making out.
Mm.
You know how when you're, let's say you went on a date with someone and you're in their car. I know it's less likely here in New York, but in other places you're in the car and they're about to drop you off, and you have that makeout session and it fogs up the windows.
Yeah.
I want there to be a setting on the car windows so you can fog up like that, just in case the makeout doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But you still want to show the neighborhood that you're not lame.
I love it.
You know?
I love it.
And everyone in the neighborhood is just looking at your car?
Yeah, it happens more often than you think. They're all like, is the date going to end with a makeout? No, those windows aren't
They
fogging.
just see your date leave the car and then the windows fog up. I guess he's crying in there. Huh.
We're making out with his phone somehow.
Oh, God. Yeah, I feel like that could really easily be misused.
Yeah.
Those fucking phone lips.
Yeah.
Like, look at this guy.
I didn't even think about
Like, just Leland in his car alone. making out.
Someone call him, but also don't call him right now.
Hey, buddy, just made to see how the date went. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Please don't. I love that, man.
Yeah.
It's a great setting on the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just like an app that like can show your friends every time you're fogged. Windows gets fogged.
There's an app that tells your friends when you hooked up with someone. That's
No,
it.
not that. Just when your windows get fogged.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
a little bit.
anytime.
That's a little bit too much.
Yeah, no, you're right.
You get a notification. It's like, oh, Frank hooked up with someone.
Yeah.
But if it's like Frank's windows are fogged right now, you're like, oh.
Oh, you keep it subtle. Keep
Yeah,
it subtle
keep
the
it
whole
subtle.
time. Yeah. Yeah.
Classy.
That's great.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that invention.
Thanks. I do think it would be pretty bad if the date leaves your car and then you're like, wait, I haven't done the window fog thing yet.
You tell-
Just stay in the car a little bit longer. We can like sit here in silence as the windows fog.
What an awkward. You're just
It'd
sitting
be
there.
so awkward.
So why are your windows fogging? Oh, just I got a lot of neighbors who are really concerned with my love life.
And it makes a loud noise too. The fogging thing.
It rocks the
It's
car.
like, brrr.
It rocks the car back and forth.
I kind of like that. It was fun. I got
is fun.
another one.
Chancy, do you want to do your other silly
Oh,
one?
that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
mine though. See, you guys actually came up with
but
inventions.
that's okay.
Oh yeah,
We like-
I come up with them day of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Truly,
And
yeah.
it's
Okay.
always like, it's always very loose. Like, if you have an idea, great. If not, if you just saw something that you thought was funny, great. We can
Yeah.
shout out
Okay.
to inventions.
Sometimes I go onto his phone and take his inventions for me.
Yeah.
Hell
Sometimes
yeah.
I do
Very
that.
upsetting.
Yeah.
'Cause Then
Yeah.
it gets back around to me, and I'm like, I don't have anything.
So far, I don't want any credit for any of the inventions you came up with.
Cansu, I thought this was going well.
You don't want any credit for phone clips?
Well, you're gonna miss out on at least $40. Let me tell you that.
The other one I saw was, okay, this is so stupid, but bra wine. Wine bra. So
wine
you know
bra?
you go out clubbing
Never.
and you're like you need alcohol but you can't pay for alcohol. You can get a bra that you can stuff that has like a drinking thing. So like like those packs you have for drinking water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you have
like
it.
a Camelback.
Yeah, Camelback. You have that in your bra, so then you can drink wine while you're at the club dancing, and it's like a push-up bra too. So your boobs look huge, and you're drinking.
So you just go to the club and they're like, hey, weren't you here yesterday and an A cup? And now you're 1 A cup, 1 D cup?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it has
I
to
know.
be evenly distributed,
Yeah,
right? Like,
absolutely.
yeah, I saw it, I was like, wow, that is hilarious, but also I could see myself use this, you know?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
On those days at the end of the month when you don't have any money, you have to go out with people.
That's always the time I go clubbing. Is at the end of the month when I'm out of money.
Just like,
That's when I hit the clubs.
I know. It's just hard because there's the pouch that people wear that has like wine in it. Haven't you seen those? The man
No.
pouches. It can say it looks just like a bag that men wear.
Yeah.
Can wear if you're that kind of man.
What kind of man do you mean?
I don't know. Like if you like a bag, if you like a pouch bag, you know, look, it has a look to it, right?
Yeah.
You know,
This is for my wine. Thank you very
it's
much.
like it's a fashion
Yeah,
statement.
so that's the issue. You can't come in with that.
Well, that's the thing. No one will think that it's a.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just looks like a pouch.
Yeah, that's the thing. He just makes the whole thing about like masculinity.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, what?
yeah.
I can't bring this person here because I'm
Yeah,
a man. It's
yeah.
like, no, you can't bring it in there because there's bourbon in there.
And it can take 5 liters of
5
wine,
liters?
Whoa.
but it really doesn't show because like the aesthetic of it.
Is
That's
that
amazing.
all for one person, or are people gonna have to like come to your chest and drink from the?
I know one person that owns one of those, and I would say he could legit drink 5 liters of wine on a night out. I could see him do that. Yeah.
With
He has
the-
one of pouch. Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the pouch. And I thought
Oh,
we were still
not the
talking
bra.
about the bra.
Hey.
I love if I saw that.
But
Don't
hey,
be so heteronormative,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
What the
Hey.
heck, dude? I'd love to see Cansu out with one of the bras and just be like, wow, she's very close with all of her friends and some strangers who gave her cash. Wow. Good for her.
No, you drink it out of it has like a thing, like a straw. It's like a
You're
Camelback.
still, still very intimate.
Yeah. It's
If I'm
right.
ever in someone's nipple to chin area, that's an intimate time.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get drunk here. I'm trying to have some of that Pinot Noir.
I'd love to use that bra even if you didn't need to. Like, you're at a bar with your friends and you just everyone has a drink and you just, no, I got it covered. I got it taken care of.
You're at a wedding where it's open bar. It's like, what are you doing?
Or you're at a restaurant, you want soup. You don't want to pay for soup.
Oh, just hot soup in your bra. Can we get to the restaurant, please?
As someone who's cold a lot, I can see that working. Hot soup, just like all comfortable, and then drinking soup. Yeah, I like it. I like that.
What if it was like chunky soup and it like clogged the tube?
Yeah, like carrots and peas and stuff.
Yeah. Ew.
You go to hook up with someone and they're like, I think you need to go to the doctor. You have a lot of lumps in your breasts. No. Those are carrots. I like the idea, too, like, if someone is going to a club where they're, like, really, really dressing risky and they only have nipple tassels and those have, like, tabs of acid in them. You know?
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to trip here.
Yeah, that would work really well if you're like 80-year-old and your breasts are like sagging. You just like lift up.
Much versatile.
So my grandma gets her morning coffee, just all the way at her nipples.
Just dip a little.
Do you dunk with your coffee? Absolutely. Oh man,
That's great.
That's great. All right, Chuck.
I've loved these inventions.
You got another one?
Yeah. Ooh, I got a couple. Okay. This one, if you thought my last one was vague, wait till you hear this one.
Okay.
So, it can be tough to remember to brush your teeth at night, or not even remember to have the will to live
Oh,
on
sure.
some
Especially
days.
if you're like in bed already.
If you're in bed. I had that last night. Still did it, getting better, but it's hard. And a lot of times...
like, you clarified that to the audience.
Yo,
like,
I mean, well, I have yellow teeth, and so I need people to know I brush.
Yeah. Also to clarify, Cansu and I are wearing smell snorkels right now because of Charlie's breath.
Fine,
You
I'll go
don't see
take a
them.
shit in the gel toilet and get out of here then. So this invention is a, I don't really have a name for it, so I'll just read you all what I wrote.
Okay.
Toothbrush blood drain machine 3000.
Oh my god.
So it's an
Okay.
IV that you attach to yourself, and it slowly starts to drain your blood when it's time to brush. And so if you don't brush, you wake up without blood anymore.
So you just die?
You just die, yeah, unless you brush, in which case the
my
machine's turned
God.
off. Yeah.
Does it put the blood back into you when you brush, or is it like...
puts it back in.
Okay.
And boy, does it feel good.
That is kind of psychotic, I have to say.
Well, I just
Yeah.
can't. I'm so lazy.
Yeah. I see. Wow.
Because, like, if I'm in bed, my sink is pretty far from my bed, right?
It's also like, you get to a point where you lose so much blood, you're so weak, you can't even get up to go brush your teeth.
You're right.
So it's like, I can't even do this anymore. It's like, well, let's do it, or else we keep taking blood.
Perfect time to brush, if
I
you
mean,
ask me. When
Who'd want to pay for that? You're like, I'm gonna die if I don't brush my teeth.
yeah, well, it could be also be used for euthanasia. Intentional suicide.
Right.
Yeah. So...
So if you really want to die, just stop
like,
brushing your
stop
teeth.
brushing your teeth. It's like, but I like my teeth hygiene as well.
I want to die with white teeth. I think it's a great invention.
Now, can we do a positive spin on it at the end,
Sure,
where the
please do.
the blood gets donated at the end? If you
No.
Or do teeth get donated?
Teeth
to
get
people
donated.
with
We're like, this
people
isn't
with
the part
bad
of this
teeth.
that we want. These are also bad teeth. This person doesn't brush.
Wouldn't that be so exhilarating though? Like you're laying in bed, you're about to fall asleep. Next thing you know, you start to die, and you go, "Oh my god, I have to brush my teeth, or I'm literally gonna die." You would never forget to brush your teeth.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's where you should just teach kids. Look, if you don't
No,
brush
no.
your teeth, you're gonna die. See that working? Do that on your kids,
Yeah.
guys. Yeah.
Well, I
What
would-
happened to Grandma? She did not brush her
Hey.
teeth. She did not brush her teeth.
She's still in the other room.
Yeah.
The machine's still going.
Let me go to the bathroom. Shush, Grandma. This is a moment to learn.
I think it's solid, dude. How much does it cost? You ask? 10,000.
10,000.
Any
10,000.
currency. Any
currency?
Yeah,
So
just
10,000 pesos?
Sure, if you're in Spain. Is that right?
No,
Is that right?
No,
Shit.
that's euro.
No. Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought Spain was the peso.
That's Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico's a peso.
I guess that's racist. I don't know.
Fuck, racist
Fuck.
again. I'm always racist on these things.
Yeah, I don't know if that one is race. Definitely like
Definitely idiot.
bigoted towards geology.
Definitely an idiot,
for
yeah.
sure. Definitely idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know about racist.
It's yeah, that's true. You're just an indictment of the American education system.
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
I haven't read any books. I smoked a lot of weed.
There you go.
I know everything from Spark Notes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We could call it something with like vampires because they have pointy teeth.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, and like teeth and blood. Like that's a very vampire thing.
Yeah. Okay, it could be called something like Vampires, the Brushing Machine. Isn't that catchy?
Something like vampires, the brushing machine.
No, I didn't phone it in.
What if it's just a vampire that comes and starts sucking your blood? And he's like, I brushed my teeth. When are you gonna?
Wait, that'd be great for like lonely people. You just stop brushing and then a vampire shows up.
Yeah. It's like, can we have a conversation before? He's like, that's not why I'm here.
Yeah.
You're to get you to brush your teeth.
Very business oriented.
Um,
Do you have another one?
I do have another one.
How are we on time?
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
Probably about at like 40 almost.
Oh.
Gone
by. Hey, time flies when you're having fun.
Absolutely. This was a bit of a stretch, but
Sure. Hey, look at my last one.
this is magnet soccer
Oh.
or magnet football if you're not in America. It's so you know how like two magnets that are the same don't
Yeah.
connect, they like detract. I want to have like the soccer ball be a magnet and your hands have gloves that are also the magnet that detracts, but your shoes are the magnet that does. So the ball will connect to your shoe and then you have to like forcibly try and kick it off, but you'll never be able to touch it with your hands.
That's so not where I thought. I thought you were gonna say the one that doesn't attract goes on your feet, so you can never really get to the ball.
That's kind of fun too,
Right?
because it wouldn't be any kicking involved.
Yeah,
It'd just be
yeah.
like putting your foot near it
Just like
until it moves
hovering.
away.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
kind of fun. I can see that working.
Yeah,
The
mine
connect-
could not work.
No, yours one person would get the ball for the whole game.
They would just sprint into the goal, and the ball would be connected onto their shoe.
The goalie's trying to like force him away.
Use his hands to push him back.
What if multiple people got caught on the ball running together?
One guy from the other team is like desperately trying to run the other way.
That would be hilarious. I can really picture this now.
It really put a lot of emphasis on the coin flip in the beginning.
Yeah, the coin gets stuck to the shoe. That's the issue.
That's how they decide. They flip the coin in the air, and they both put their feet up, and whoever's foot connects to the coin.
I feel like this could be done easily.
Yeah?
Yeah. I see this. I can see it. You know, like instead of like the plates and the shins, you just have magnets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like the shin protectors.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? A sport called magnet ball, where you're wearing a whole magnet suit and everyone just runs around, and that's it. Everyone just runs around. Some people attract, and then some people get pushed away.
Oh, and you just try and have to, like...
You have to collect people?
Oh, you have to collect people.
Oh,
Oh,
you
my
have to
god,
collect
I
people.
love that. Yeah.
I kind of want to play this now.
Same. You just collect. How many people you get? Say 7. Yeah, so they're all just hanging off of you. This is Jerry. This is Jerry.
One guy got connected on his head to your leg. And he's like just being dragged along. Two people got their faces connected. And I guess we're in love now.
They don't have magnets in their faces.
I guess so. They'd have their mouth guards would be magnets.
Or like helmets.
Their helmets, yeah. You definitely
Like
need
Siamese
helmets.
Definitely need
twins.
helmets. Yeah. I love that, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I love that
guys.
game. We got to make that happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I got a problem. You want to throw it out there and get out
sure.
of here?
So I got a problem as well. So this
cool.
is the portion of the show where we bring forth a problem and try and invent something to fix it.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
So my problem is when you see an old friend you haven't seen in a while and you forget their name. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, so awkward.
Yeah.
Because if you hit them with like, hey hey, buddy, they know.
Now, I try to, like, always come up with diversion inventions for when something happens. So maybe something where, like, your shoes catch on fire in that moment.
Yes, that's great.
And so then there's, like...
a distraction.
It's something for you both to focus on.
Yeah.
And you don't need to, like, remember their name.
Yeah.
And be like, oh, I can't think of your name right now, but my shoes are on fire, so let's take care of that.
Make sure to say that out loud, too. Oh, my invention is working.
But even if you do say that out loud, they're going to be like, wait, you can't think about and they'll just, have to get to the thing, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I usually just introduce people to someone else. I'm like, oh, I'll be like, hey, did you meet Leland? And then you'll be like, hey.
That's a good way to do it.
So I just find a stranger on the street. Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
How about this? What if you have a guy that comes around with you everywhere, and so his name is Tom.
Yeah.
So you see your friend, and you're like, Tom, good to see you. He's like, my name's Andy, and then you're like, oh no, I was talking to Tom behind you. It's the guy. He's like, yeah, my name is Tom.
He's right behind.
He's right
My
behind.
name's Tom. Now, what if you forget Tom's name one day?
Oh, then you need a Larry who's behind Tom.
I mean, you don't need to know Tom's name. Tom, you've hired for this
Tom
job.
could just be any name.
Yeah.
Unless he's a petty bitch. Then he's going to be like, I told you at the beginning of this, my name was Tom.
Or, in this, like, PC culture world, you could also just be like, hey, have you met my friend? And it's just like an invisible person. And no one can be like, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a person here. So they have to play along.
Yeah.
Like, and then they would introduce themselves to your imaginary friend.
Yeah.
And then you'd find out what their name is.
And then you just drop that for the rest of the You don't mention the imaginary friend ever again.
But you can like bring it up, say like silly things to your friend, like, did you hear this bitch? Like, what is she saying? Or like,
can you
do you
believe this
drink?
cunt right next to me? Imaginary friend? And they're like, what?
You don't call your imaginary friend.
Yeah, you call him.
Yeah, you'd call him Imaginary Dave.
Yeah. I feel like if I ran into an old friend and I said, hey, meet my imaginary friend, they would go, hey, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Really good to see you, though.
Now I remember why we were old friends.
Beautiful. I think those are all valid solutions.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I got a problem, and then we'll wrap this up. Sounds good?
Will you throw that problem at me as hard as you can?
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks.
So this one is when you accidentally sit down on something wet.
Oh.
And now I'm not talking about prevention. This has already happened. So you got a wet bum.
Okay. You go to you find a bathroom, and then you just bend over and have like the the dryer just like on your bum.
Oh.
That's just a practical action you can take.
Well, what about,
I like it.
What about a dryer that's like a seat?
Ooh.
It's in bathrooms where you like sit down in it and it dries.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
My invention is pants or whatever bottom wear you're wearing with little, I think we might have done something similar to this, water packs in it. And they're released once it senses that you've sat down on something wet. So it just makes it look like a design, you know? Like
yeah, you're going for the detraction one as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but you're still wet though.
Yeah, but people don't think you sat in something wet. They're
okay.
like, oh, that's just how his pants look.
Oh, he's fashion forward.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would think that you sat in something wet. I think they'd be like, he wet his pants.
Oh, sure.
You know?
Yeah, I'd rather that than someone think I didn't look down before I sat. I'd rather have someone think I pissed my pants.
So I didn't realize we were trying to come up with inventions. I thought we were trying to problem solve in a practical way.
No,
Well,
never.
Okay.
yes and no. It's
Okay.
trying to come up with an invention to
Okay.
problems.
impractically solve it. What about this? Like a going along the lines of like not wanting to seem like you sat in something or wet yourself. What about just an empty milk bottle that you can put in your back pocket?
Mm-hmm.
And if someone questions you, just be like, "Oh, it must have been my milk." that's what emptied out. It's just milk. That's not urine.
Just a Ziploc bag of water.
Oh,
Oh, I sat on my water again.
but no, milk.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Right.
Milk. Hell yeah.
It has
Yeah,
to be
It's
gross.
gotta
Yeah,
be.
it has
It's
to be
gotta be
disgusting.
Because if they ask about the smell, you can just say the milk went off.
Oh, I see. So you can shit your
Yeah.
pants. So what you're saying is I can now shit my pants and get away with it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
before I kept not getting away with
Yeah,
it.
before you kept going to
Yeah.
prison for it.
Yeah. I've been incarcerated for 18 years of my 24 years of life. All because of shit in my pants.
It's very sensible.
It
Yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I
It's very
actually agree with
sensible.
the law.
Yeah.
Hell
All
yeah.
right.
That was hey, thank you, Chansu. That
Yeah,
was so great.
that was
So
great.
much fun
Thank you
having
for
you
having
on.
me
That
on.
was
There were a
so-
couple of times where I was almost crying.
Oh, it was great.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
funny. The
Great.
baby mops had me dying.
Baby Mop and the Magnet Game.
Magnet Game. Oh, that's the name. Magnet Game.
Magnet game.
Can that be the episode title? Magnet Game.
Magnet game. Yeah, absolutely.
You guys
Yeah.
should do like a Jackass thing. The Idiot's Catalog.
No, we don't like
Jackass.
leaving the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or pitch Magnet Game to Jackass.
Sure.
to buy it.
Yeah.
I bet they would take it.
Yeah.
Gents, we have one more.
Yeah. This is an awkward segment for
Okay.
people that I don't know that well.
Let's go. Let's do it.
This was pitched by our old co-host that's no longer with us, and we kept it going.
Is he dead or?
No, she
To us.
just
Oh.
didn't want to
Okay.
do the podcast anymore. It's okay.
We said okay.
Yeah, you have to give each one of us
Huh.
a sincere compliment,
Oh no.
knowing knowing that you will not receive one in return.
Okay.
A couple caveats.
Couple caveats.
Let's go. Yeah.
Eye contact the whole time,
Okay.
and my compliment cannot be apartment based,
Okay.
and Charlie's compliment has to be good. Has to be a good one.
Okay.
No backhanded.
No backhand.
No backhand. Okay. Wow.
We've had some guests try me,
Yeah.
and I felt tried.
So you can start with whoever you want.
I never give compliments to people. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, just think of something you like about them.
Yeah.
It has to be sincere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's start with you.
Okay.
You have very white socks.
Chansu! It has to be good for me! Chansu!
I think that's pretty great.
It has to be not even that white! They're fading!
It's hard to obtain that whiteness in a sock.
Chansu! It was going so well.
And it was eye contact and everything. Do you want another one? Or
No.
what?
No, I'm scared of what the other one would be. If that's your best, I don't know.
You want me to go with my second pick?
You have hair.
All right, Leland, let's go.
Yeah.
You have a great girlfriend. Yeah. See, it's not.
Chansu!
Guys, this is as genuine as I get. Come on.
I do love how awkward this segment is and how people take it differently. That's so
What
funny.
are the best ones you've heard?
Charlie had a really good one about his hands one time.
Oh, yeah, that I could be like a hand model because I have like really nice hands.
Oh, you do? I can see that.
Thanks.
It looks
Yeah.
like hands on a skeleton.
Yeah, Halloween's coming up. You could be a good Halloween model.
She goes, those are good hands. Looks like you shoot heroin into those veins. Those are great. I hate this segment.
All right.
Thanks,
Cansu,
Chansu. Oh, yeah, where can the people find you?
where can
Sorry.
they find you or anything you want to plug?
Yeah, sure. You can find me on Cansu CANSUDISTAT on Instagram. Cansu Comedy on TikTok. I'm not doing very well. Also, I have a podcast called Let's Hookah, and I produce shows called Fuck It Up and Laugh for Change and Diversity Hire. So I'm around.
Nice.
Cool. Follow me on Instagram at Charlie V Dawson.
You changed it.
That's right.
You added a
Charlie
V.
Dawson is retired. Charlie V Dawson. Give me a follow on Instagram. And
Is the V for very?
the V is for
Charlie Very Dawson?
Yeah, it is. The V is for very cool. That's what
Nice.
I'm telling people.
I'm at Leland Comedy, Instagram, TikTok. We're at Idiots Catalog on all the things, Instagram, TikTok, all
Twitter.
that. Send us an email at theidiotscatalog or theidiotscatalog@gmail.com. Tell us about invention ideas you have. Give us a problem to solve. Give us a compliment. You're not going to get one back.
No, you're not. Tell us how your day was. We don't care.
Hopefully they're just as good as Jansu's today. And as we always say, to end every episode.
To end every episode.
Wow. That's still happened.
Yes.
Wow, that still happened? Yes. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening.